Hey there, today's video is about how I raise my vibration instantly. And first, what I want you to know is that your vibration naturally wants to be high. So think of it like, a floating buoy that has been dragged underwater by something weighing it down. The buoy automatically wants to rise up and be above the water, but there's something weighing it down, and in that way, the only way that we can lower our vibration is by sort of getting in our own way. And, this can be emotional baggage, addictions, habits, staying around bad people that aren't good for our energy, and things like this. But there is actually a technique that you can use and that I use to raise my vibration whenever I need to. And it's encapsulated by pretty much moving your body to a more lightweight feeling. And the thing is, everyone's different. So some people are more inclined to be visual, like visual learners, but they'll just find it easier to visualize during this exercise. Some people like sound, but myself, I'm really into feeling states and just feeling directly into the body, and I do it that way. But once you actually get the hang of it, you can use all three, and there's even other ones too, but these are the three main ones. And so I'll explain all three of these modalities that you can use to raise your vibration instantly. And so the first one is visualizing. So you lay down and you visualize something that floats or something that is very light. You could start off with something like a hot air balloon or something like this, even though a hot air balloon would be the first stage because it's still a pretty big and heavy thing. But the key is to visualize something that makes you feel like you're floating, and you're floating up and you're getting lighter and lighter. And you could visualize yourself as a bird or a feather being pulled up by the wind, but just experiment and play with it and figure out something that to visualize that makes you feel lighter, and something you can identify with that sort of uplifts your body and makes you feel like you're getting lighter and moving to a lighter feeling. And then the sound one, so if you're someone who's identifies with being clairaudient, or you just really vibe with sound, or you like audiobooks and you like to listen rather than read, or you love music, I like this too. I like sort of sound and feeling. And so for this one, you sort of find a quiet space or a quiet place, or I use noise cancelling headphones, and you lay down in silence and then tune into the space inside your ears. Like, listen to your own ears, and you'll start to hear, or at least I start to hear, a little ringing noise, like a really microscopic ringing noise. You need to it's almost like you're using a microscope in your ears, or like a listening microscope, if that makes sense. And you're listening deep into this space within your ears, and you might not hear the same ringing sound that I hear, but you'll hear something. And so it's kind of just like listening to the sound of silence. And for me, this ringing noise, because ringing is just a higher vibration or a high frequency. Like if you went on a tone generator and you just upped the frequency, it'd be like ee, and that's kind of like what I hear. And so those higher pitched, that's what I'm looking for, a higher pitched noise is technically a higher frequency. And so once you listen to that noise in your ear, it will take you with it, in a sense. And it's really good for meditation as well. Like if you have these thoughts coming through your head and you can just find this little ringing noise in your ears and listen to it, then it sort of takes away the distraction because you've got something to listen to. And it'll start to take you with it, especially if you're really inclined and sound is like your preferred modality. And the last one is my favorite, which is just the straight up feeling. And I mean, everyone can do all three, but it's just that you'll lean towards one more than another at the start. And so feeling is just the same exercise of feeling what it's like to be inside your hand. And you can feel the temperature on your skin, like tuning into the space inside your hand, like even running your other hand along it. And what does that feel like to touch your hand? And then now, what does it feel like to actually be in control of your hand? Is it warm? Is it cold? Can you feel the blood rushing through your hand? And then once you've got the hang of that feeling, move it down your arm, down the elbow, through to the chest, and now you're tuned into the space inside yourself. Like you're feeling inside the body what it's like to be inside the body. And from here, you just want to basically repeat in your head, move to a more lightweight feeling, move to a lighter feeling, and start to experiment and play with the feelings inside your body and see how you can move and make yourself feel like you're floating. And I sort of just do this. It's hard to explain because it's just straight up feeling based. And you sort of feel inside your body, and as you set your intention to experience a lighter feeling, it will start to just sort of unfold, and you can sort of enter a meditative state, and you'll just start feeling lighter and lighter and lighter. And then you can start to do the visualizations of maybe you floating up or you becoming a feather, and listening into the ringing in the ears, and you combine all three, and now you'll start to move to a lighter feeling much quicker, and you'll start to experience higher vibrations through this. And now that's pretty much all three. And one last little one is a little bonus. So this bonus is it's like sort of a breathing exercise, and you use a muscle called the psoas muscle, which you find this muscle by pretending that you're peeing and try to stop that stream of pee. It's a muscle that you would tense down below your genitals, and you squeeze this muscle, and I'm going to represent that muscle by this hand so you can see what I'm doing. So that's squeezing the muscle, that's releasing, alrighty? And so breathe in with the nose and squeeze at the same time. So and then release as you exhale. And then breathe in with the nose and squeeze that at the same time. And do this and move the awareness to your spine. And what you should visualize, or what you may even just start to feel, is a bolt of energy running up the spine as you breathe in and squeeze, because you're creating pressure down below. It's like, squeezing some water, and it spouts up the spine. And so you can feel that go up your spine. And as you keep doing it, just stay persistent, because it will get stronger and stronger. And you can do this anytime, and it will start to raise your vibration and make you feel really good. So those are 4 different methods to raise your vibration instantly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.